Surah Al-Mutaffifin. This chapter consists of 36 verses and was revealed after Surah Al Ankabut. This chapter is included in the group of Makkiyyah chapters and is the last chapter in Mecca before the migration. Al-Muthaffifin is the name for this chapter, taken from the word al-Muthaffifin, meaning cheating people, which is found in the first verse. Main contents of Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Threats against cheating people in measuring and weighing, mentioned in Surah Al-Muthaffifin verses 1-6. These verses condemn those who are dishonest in measuring and weighing, who ask for their measure to be fulfilled when receiving from others, but reduce the measure or weight when they measure or weigh for others. They are reminded that a great day, namely the day of resurrection, will come when humans will rise to face the Lord of the worlds, and on that day they will realize all the fraudulent deeds they have done. The condition of the disobedient people on the day of resurrection. It is mentioned in Surah Al-Mutaffifin verses 7-17. Records of the deeds of disobedient people are truly stored in the sijin, which is a book that contains records of human deeds. On the day of judgment, woe to the liars who lie about the day of judgment, because only those who transgress and sin will lie about that day. Even though the verses of Allah were recited to them, they considered it a fairy tale, and the bad deeds they had committed had clouded their hearts, so that on that day they were truly prevented from God's mercy, and entered the hell of Jahim as the punishment they had always denied. The state of those who devote to Allah on the day of resurrection. It is mentioned in Surah Al-Mutaffifin verses 18-28. The record of the deeds of those who are devoted is truly stored in the illiyyin, which is a book containing records of deeds witnessed by the angels who are brought close to Allah. Those who are devoted will be in a paradise full of pleasure, sitting on couches while enjoying the glittering pleasure that radiates from their faces. They are given to drink from pure khamr, whose place is lacquered as a guarantee of its authenticity, with lacquer made of musk. The mixture is made from tasnim, a spring water that is drunk by those who are brought close to Allah, which shows the privilege and pleasure given to those who are devoted. Mockery of believers in the world and their reward in the hereafter. It is mentioned in Surah Al-Mutaffifin verses 29-36. These verses describe the behavior of sinful people who always laugh at believers, wink at each other when believers pass by, and return to their people, happily and arrogantly. They consider believers astray, even though they themselves were not sent as guardians of believers. However, on the day of resurrection, it is believers who will laugh at the disbelievers, sitting on couches in complete peace, while the disbelievers will receive recompense for the bad deeds they have done. Conclusion of Surah Al-Mutaffifin. Surah Al-Mutaffifin contains a threat to disbelievers and those who cheat, while giving good promises to those who believe and do good. This chapter emphasizes the threat of Allah, Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala, against those who reduce the rights of others in weights, measures and measurements, and explains that the record of human evil is recorded in sijin, while the record of good is recorded in illiyyin. Apart from that, this chapter describes the rewards and various pleasures that will be received by those who do good deeds, and reflects the attitudes and views of unbelievers towards believers in the world, as well as the attitude of believers in the afterlife towards unbelievers. Thus, this chapter emphasizes the importance of justice and integrity in transactions, as well as the consequences of bad and good actions in this world and the hereafter.